What's up everyone, welcome back to the Vegan Test Kitchen. Today's recipes are very special to me because I love salsa, as do so many people. And not just any salsa, but the Mexican restaurant style salsa that you get at the El Nopals, and the El Tarascos, and the El Caporals. You know, the good shit that you can't quit shoving in your face. That's what we're making today. As always, all the ingredients that you need are listed below. Let's get started. So we're gonna make both the mild and the hot salsas today because I love both. And they both have a similar base to them. So they're gonna be pretty similar. One is actually gonna be cooked, and that does drastically change the taste. But we're gonna start with the mild. So we are gonna get 1 clove of garlic. You don't really need to chop this up because we're just gonna throw it right in the processor. And to that processor, we are going to add 1 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes. I like diced over, say, a crushed because the texture is still different to me even though we're gonna blend it up. And this brand is pretty good too. And to that, we're gonna add 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of onion powder. And we're gonna pulse until it is nice and smooth. All right, let's give this a shot. What I love about this is it's very simple tasting. It's a very fruity tomato. The sugar helps cut down on the acidity of it. It's nice and bright, and it's simple. It just tastes like a simple, mild salsa, and it's delicious. In fact, it tastes just like El Nopal's if you're around this area. All right, now on to the hot before I eat all those. As I said, these both have similar bases, so we are gonna put in 1 clove of garlic, and 1 serrano pepper. And to that, we're gonna add our can of diced tomatoes, our 1.5 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of Ancho chili powder, and finally, we're gonna add anywhere between 1/8 to 1/4 cup of water, however you like. I like my hot salsa to be just a little bit more watery than the mild, and plus we're gonna cook this down, so a little bit of it's gonna evaporate. And we're gonna process this until smooth as well. Now, like I said, we are gonna cook this, so we're only halfway done. We're gonna put this in a pot, bring it to a boil, and then we're gonna simmer it for about 15 minutes. Don't forget your water. Now, believe it or not, cooking this salsa drastically changes the flavor, so do not skip out on that. We're gonna partially cover this because I want the least amount of liquid to evaporate. What we're going for is a nice simmer for about 15 minutes. We want the flavors to deepen a little bit, and it helps to soften the tomato. It really changes that flavor as opposed to the mild salsa, which has more fresh, raw tomato taste. And you might want to check on it time to time just to give it a good stir and make sure it's not burning. All right, 15 minutes later, we're gonna take a look. It's gotten a little bit darker, and I think we are good. So we're gonna turn off the stove and remove it from the heat. And of course, you want this to completely cool down before you eat it, so just throw it in the fridge. And now that we're nice and cool, we're gonna give it a shot. Got a nice kick to it. It has such a deeper flavor than the mild, but I like both. They're completely different, which you wouldn't think, but they are. All right, y'all, these are probably the easiest Mexican style salsas you can make, and they're so damn good. So I hope you liked what you saw today. If you did, hit a thumbs up. I would love you for it. Make sure to subscribe and share and comment and all that good stuff. I'll see y'all next time.